Wow, that's such a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let's learn how to build a modern future house.
Round 1.
So today, I am building a house of the future. Sounds cool, right? I start with a vertical pillar. I use mud blocks for this. Mud has an interesting brown color. It will contrast with other materials. I build a pillar about 3 blocks tall. Actually, no, that is not enough. I increase the height to 5 or 6 blocks. That is better now. Tall vertical elements make a house look more modern. In the future, all houses will be tall and narrow. Next to the brown column, I start placing gray concrete. Gray concrete is a very modern material. It is often used in futuristic builds. I build another tall column right next to the first one. 2 columns of different colors side by side. Brown and gray go well together. Now I add an element from white concrete. I make it in the shape of letter L. The white concrete hugs the gray and brown columns from top and side. You get interesting geometry this way. 3 colors work together: white, gray, and brown. A neutral palette is typical for modern architecture. No loud colors, everything is calm and elegant. The L-shaped element creates an overhang above the lower part. This will protect the entrance from rain. And it looks very stylish too. Different shapes cross and overlap each other. I make a floor slab from white concrete. This will be the second floor. White concrete is clean and even. Above the gray concrete, I continue building the wall higher. The gray wall rises above the white slab. I add another vertical stripe from white concrete. The geometric shape gets more and more complex. Different volumes stick out in different directions. This is what modern architecture is about. Now I fill the space between columns with walls. I use mangrove planks for this. Mangrove wood planks have a beautiful reddish-brown color. They are warmer than concrete. Wood adds coziness to a cold concrete house. I put glass panes into the walls. Glass panels form the windows. Many windows is good. A house of the future should be bright inside. On the second floor, I make a balcony. The balcony railing is also from glass panes. Glass railing is modern and transparent. It does not block the view at all. You can stand on the balcony and look around. Glass panels are thin and elegant. They fit the minimalist style of the house. The balcony sticks out above the lower floor thanks to the white slab. I finish the building shape with an overhang. The roof is also from white concrete. White concrete everywhere creates a unified style. I connect the upper part with the lower part. You get a closed outline of white color. It frames the wooden and gray parts of the house, like a frame for a picture. A white frame around colorful elements. The house shape is now fully readable. Below, under the overhanging second floor, I add greenery. I put leaves blocks there. Foliage creates a living hedge. Green plants bring life to the concrete building. Without greenery, the house would look too cold. On the second floor balcony, I also add leaves. Plants on a balcony is a trendy thing now. Vertical gardening or something like that it is called. Greenery everywhere is beautiful. On the side of the house in the wooden wall, I make a door opening. You need an entrance to the house after all. I install a door there. The door is dark, looks like mangrove wood. It matches the mangrove plank walls. A dark door against reddish-brown wood. Everything in the same color range. Behind the door, you can see the small first floor space. This will be an entryway or something like that. I go inside to see how it turned out. The space is narrow but enough. First floor is small. Main space is on the second. I put a ladder on the wall. The ladder leads to the second floor. A regular staircase would take up too much room, but a ladder is compact. In small houses, every block counts. Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my modern future house is ready.
What? Hello?
Hey, Banana Kid, look, I built it. Do you like?
No.
What? Does my house look like a booth?
That's what?
It's a pity, but I tried so hard. Maybe then you'll try to build the best modern future house yourself?
Yay!
They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready?
Ta-da!
Then go ahead.
Round 2.
Oh, look what Banana Kid is doing. He starts with a very unusual foundation. He lays out a contour from white concrete, but the shape is not square or round at all. It is a curved figure that looks like a drop or comma, a very organic shape. There are no straight angles in nature, and Banana Kid understands this. Houses of the future can also be smooth and curved. White concrete is clean and bright, perfect for a futuristic building. The drop shape is interesting because it has no sharp corners. One end is narrow, the other is wide and rounded. This creates dynamics even in a still building. It seems like the house is going somewhere. Banana Kid carefully places each block following the curve. In Minecraft, it is hard to make smooth lines from square blocks, but if you know the right sequence, it looks very close to a real curve. Now, Banana Kid raises walls along the foundation contour. But these are not regular walls. He uses glass pane all around the perimeter. Transparent glass panels with no tint. You get the effect of panoramic glazing. The whole first floor is like a glass display. From inside, you will see everything around in 360 degrees. In the narrow part of the drop, he leaves an opening. That is where the entrance will be. Glass walls are a bold decision. The house becomes transparent and light. It seems like it barely has walls at all. Only thin glass panels separate inside from outside. A lot of natural light will come in. This is a very modern approach. Houses of the future should be open and bright. Banana Kid creates exactly this atmosphere with his build. Banana Kid makes a floor slab between levels, the ceiling of the first floor and floor of the second at the same time. He uses oak planks for this. Oak planks have a warm brown color. They contrast with cold white concrete and transparent glass. Wood adds coziness to the futuristic design. Without it, the house would be too sterile. Balance of materials is very important. Now, Banana Kid builds the walls of the second floor. He repeats the shape of the first floor, the same drop. Again, he uses glass pane for glazing. Transparent walls continue upward, but in the back of the house where the drop curve is widest, he makes a solid wall. He uses white concrete there. A solid white wall creates privacy. Not all sides of a house should be transparent. You need balance of openness and privacy. Banana Kid builds the third level. The house grows upward, keeping its drop shape. Again, the floor is oak planks. Oak planks on every floor create interior unity. Third floor walls are also glass in front and concrete in back. The same principle as below. The house takes the shape of a tall glass capsule or flask. It looks very futuristic, like a laboratory from science fiction movies. 3 floors are complete now. Now Banana Kid covers the third floor with white concrete. A flat white roof tops the glass tower. But this is not just a roof. Banana Kid turns it into a garden. He plants oak sapling right on the roof. Oak saplings appear on the white concrete. He uses bone meal to speed up growth. Bone meal works wonders. Trees grow right before your eyes. A thick green crown appears on the roof. Real trees grow on top of the building. This is called a green roof or rooftop garden. A very eco-friendly approach. In cities of the future, all roofs will be like this. Plants clean the air and create shade. The house by Banana Kid literally merges with nature. Concrete and glass below, a living forest above. An amazing contrast. Banana Kid starts decorating the facade with greenery. He puts oak leaves along the white wall in back and on the side. Oak foliage creates the effect of vertical gardening. Greenery hangs down from the roof. Leaves wrap around the building like vines. The house looks like nature is taking it back. But this is not abandonment. This is design. A symbiosis of architecture and plants. A very beautiful effect. Vertical gardening is a trend of the future. Building walls covered with plants. They cool the building in summer and insulate in winter. Plus, they look amazing. Banana Kid understands these principles. Now, Banana Kid designs the entrance. In the narrow part of the drop where he left an opening, he puts double iron door. Iron doors are strong and modern looking. They fit the futuristic style well. Above the entrance, he makes an overhang from white concrete. A small arch will protect from rain. Around the entrance, he adds bushes from leaves. Greenery frames the door. The entrance group looks inviting and stylish.
Ta-da! Yay!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building JJ. Who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
I really like his house. It's like he's from the future.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe you will build a modern future house?
Okay, then let's run to the place as soon as possible.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
What?
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. Round 3. Today, I will show you a masterclass on building a house of the future. Forget boring boxes. We are building an architectural masterpiece. I start with an epic staircase. I use oak planks and quartz stairs. I build a shape that looks like the start of a wide, grand staircase. I add block of quartz, alternating with wood. The combination of white quartz and warm oak is the base of modern style. Watch how I twist the steps, creating a dynamic form. Quartz is cold and strict, oak is warm and cozy. Together, they create a perfect balance. This is not just a staircase, it is a sculpture. Every step is thought out carefully. They widen toward the bottom, creating a grand entrance. In houses of the future, even staircases should be works of art. Not just a way to go up, but a design element that sets the tone for the whole house. The staircase becomes wider and taller. On the side, a white railing wall appears made of quartz. It guides movement and creates safety. At the top of the staircase, I start laying a wooden floor from oak planks. This will be the first level platform. The entrance group will be located here. Everything must be perfectly level. In modern architecture, clean lines and precise angles are important. No sloppiness allowed. The staircase should be wide and comfortable. You can walk up it with 2 or even 3 people side by side. This creates a feeling of space and luxury. Narrow staircases feel cramped, wide ones invite you in. The platform at the top is big enough for a spacious hall. The first impression of a house is formed here. A guest climbs the grand staircase and enters a bright open space. Now I will add some technology to this classical form. On the side of the staircase, on the white base, I put tall black columns. I use carbon panel from a mod. Carbon panels have an amazing texture with circles. Look at this material closely. Black columns create a powerful contrast with white quartz. They will hold the roof and give the house a brutal look, pure high-tech style. Carbon panels look like material from a spaceship. They add futurism to the whole build. Black and white is a classic combination that never goes out of style. The columns are tall and massive. They dominate the space around them. This is an architectural statement. The house says, I am modern, I am technological, I am from the future. I connect the columns at the top with a white beam from quartz. I create a huge arch between the black supports. The arch unites the columns into a single frame. This will be the main entrance portal. Then, I start glazing the space between columns. I use black stained glass pane, black tinted glass for privacy. From outside, it looks stylish and mysterious, and inside, no one will see me eating pizza alone. Panoramic windows from black glass are a must-have for a modern house. They let light in but hide the interior from outside eyes. On the side, I finish a white wall with a small window. I add a wooden fence as a decorative element. Different textures work together. Smooth quartz, textured carbon panels, warm wood, tinted glass. Layering is the key to an interesting facade. In front of the entrance, I design a green zone. Even in a house of the future, you need nature. I use bone meal to grow tall grass and flowers. Pink tulip appears among the greenery. Pink tulips add color to the black and white palette. I plant dark oak sapling as decorative bushes. Dark oak has thick foliage. A small garden brings life to the strict facade. Greenery contrasts great with white concrete. Plants soften the hard lines of architecture. Without them, the house would look too cold and unwelcoming. Natural elements make space feel human. This is an important principle of modern design. Technology and nature must coexist together. The flower bed in front of the entrance is the first thing guests see. It tells them that people who value beauty live here. I go higher to build the second floor. I make a floor slab and start forming walls. The building shape gets more complex now. Overhangs and floating corners appear. I make the second floor hang over the first below. Part of the second floor extends beyond the first floor edge. This is a modernism classic, cantilever structures. Gravity? Never heard of it. In Minecraft, blocks do not fall, and that is wonderful. Overhanging elements create a dramatic effect. It seems like part of the building floats in the air. This challenges our expectations. We are used to the top resting on the bottom, but here, the bottom is smaller than the top. Again, I use the combination of white quartz and oak planks. These two materials run through the whole project as a theme. Unity of materials creates composition integrity. Balconies add living space outside the walls. You can go out on them and get some fresh air. I make balcony railings from glass for maximum view. Nothing should block the view around. The geometry of the second floor is complex. Different volumes stick out in different directions. This creates a play of light and shadow on the facade. At different times of day, the building looks different. I build a giant wall from black stained glass pane on the second floor. A huge panoramic window covering the whole wall. More glass means more light inside. I want the house to be flooded with sunlight. Around the window, I make frames from carbon panel and gray concrete. Black and gray elements frame the glass. The facade gets a finished look, multi-layered with large glass surfaces. Look at this scale. This is not just a house, this is a superhero headquarters, or a villain lair, depends on the mood. Gray concrete adds another shade to the palette. Now we have white, black, gray, and warm wood. 4 main tones that work together. This is enough for a complex but harmonious design. More colors would create chaos. To the right of the main staircase, I build a pool. What luxury mansion exists without a pool? I dig a depression in a niche of the building. I cover the bottom with block of quartz. A white bottom will make the water look more blue, but the main feature is the pool wall. I make it transparent from light blue stained glass. Light blue glass creates an aquarium effect. This is called an infinity pool, or a pool with a transparent wall. They make these in expensive hotels and villas. You can swim and see what is happening outside, or from outside you can watch the swimmers. Very impressive and unusual. I pour water inside. The pool comes to life. Blue water behind blue glass creates a beautiful effect. Now I can relax after a hard day of building. The pool is integrated into the house architecture. It is not just a hole with water in the yard. It is part of the overall composition. The transparent wall becomes a facade element. Water adds movement and life to the static building. Reflections and glimmers on the water surface play with light. A pool is not a luxury. It is a necessity for a house of the future. I cover the building with a flat white roof from quartz. A flat roof is typical for modernism style. No boring triangular slopes here. A clean horizontal line finishes the composition. I leave openings in the roof for skylights. Light will come from above into central rooms. The roof shape is complex with overhangs and pergolas. Lattice canopies create shadow play. Pergolas are open structures made of beams without solid cover. Light passes through them, but they give partial shade. Perfect for a hot climate. On the roof, you can sunbathe or throw parties. The roof is additional living space, not just rain protection. In houses of the future, every square meter is used including the roof. I move on to the interior now. I start with the space under the staircase. Usually dust and junk pile up there, but not in my house. There will be stylish plants. I put cactus in flower pot, tall cacti in pots. I cover them on top with jungle leaves. You get the effect of a decorative palm in a planter. Cactus gives height, leaves give volume. Expensive and stylish. I go out to the second floor balcony. Here I set up an outdoor relaxation zone. I put outdoor table and chairs. A table and chairs for breakfast with a view of the surroundings. I add a grill for barbecue. What balcony is complete without a grill? And of course, a cooler for cold drinks. Everything for a perfect outdoor party. A barbecue zone on the balcony is a dream come true. You can cook on the grill and serve guests right away. Cold drinks are always at hand nearby. A view of the sunset from the second floor height. A perfect spot for a party after a hard day of building, or just for a quiet evening alone by yourself. The balcony expands living space beyond the house walls. In the big room on the first floor with panoramic windows, I set up the living room. The living room is the heart of the house. Family and friends gather here. I put a big red sofa, a huge sofa so everyone fits on it. Even Mikey with his shell will find a spot. Red color is my signature thing. It adds energy to a neutral interior. Next to the sofa, I put a coffee table for books and drinks. Opposite the sofa, I place a TV stand with a television, a plasma screen across the whole wall for watching movies. I add bookshelf along the wall. Bookshelves show that educated people live here. They also fill empty space and add texture to the interior. I build a separate room for a wardrobe. I have many red hoodies and need somewhere to store them. Order comes first in life. I use modded blocks for this. I put a wardrobe and hangers for clothes. A dressing room is a sign of a well-thought-out house. Clothes do not lie around the house. They have their place. Organized storage makes life easier. The bedroom will be here. I put a luxurious canopy bed in red color. A bed with a canopy like kings have. A red canopy is style and luxury. You wake up in the morning and immediately feel like a winner. Next to it, I place nightstands and lamps. Everything you need within arm's reach. A bedroom should be a place for rest and recovery. No desks or computers allowed here. Just the bed and minimal furniture. Panoramic windows let in morning light. Waking up with a view of the garden is true luxury. The red color of the bed echoes the sofa downstairs. Color accents repeat throughout the house, creating unity. On the floor, I lay carpet. Soft carpet is pleasant for the feet. It also adds color and texture. The space under the staircase becomes a green corner. Plants clean the air and create comfort. Guests entering the house immediately see this arrangement. First impression matters a lot. It sets expectations for all the rest of the interior. Great! My modern future house is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
Wow, JJ, you've got a wonderful modern future house. It's not just housing, it's a piece of architecture.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.